Purple.
Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to the DIY
Orange.
Sleeping Quarters channel. My name is Aisha,
Orange.
and in this
Green.
video I will share with you my son's toddler learning binder, as well as the toys used to help with his development and all the activities in the binder and where you can purchase those activities or find them. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Yellow. You're so smart, Brody. You did a good job.
So these are the toys that I will be using for my son's toddler learning folder. Most of these were purchased at Walmart, and I will leave a link in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. The first page in the binder is the About Me section. His name is Brody, so I have my name is, and then I use those letters, they're magnetic letters from Walmart, and have him spell out his name, Brody. And as you can see, I do have a picture of him at the bottom, so he knows that that's what's going on there. That page is about him. The second page is my family. So what I have here is a picture of the people that he sees most often. So I want him to be able to identify those people. Next, I have the alphabet, and these are all uppercase letters. So on this page, what I do is sing to my son. I sing the ABC song, and I literally point and sing each letter all the way through. And when I'm done, he usually smiles and then starts pointing his hand and wants me to sing it again. So I sing the alphabet song there, and then I have the lowercase letters as well, as your child should be able to identify and match uppercase and lowercase letters to one another. After the alphabet, I have numbers 1 through 10. To prepare your child for pre-K or kindergarten, they should be able to say 1 through 10. As of right now, my son cannot speak. He is speech delayed. So that is something that we're going to practice. And here you can see that I'm using those magnetic numbers that I purchased from Walmart. The letters and numbers as well as animals came in a pack. So I want him to be able to be able to identify the number and use these magnetics to match them up. Going along with the number activity is this 5 little monkeys activities. I put it right behind the numbers because it's number related. I'm counting the monkeys. I'm singing a song. So here I have now 4. And I have 4 little monkeys jumping on a bed. Take one monkey off. One fell off and bumped his head. Mommy called the doctor. And the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on a bed. So I do that with him. He loves sing-alongs. So this was a good activity to put behind the knowing your 1 through 10 numbers. And I got this activity from Tot Schooling. And I will leave a link in the description box below on where you can find this activity. Next, I have basic shapes. I want my son to be able to identify shapes. So I have the silhouette of shapes here. And I actually forgot to show you in the pre-recorded video me putting those 3D shapes on the 2D binder. So here's my son actually doing an activity.
Brody. Good job. But this is a rectangle. This one goes here.
And after the basic shapes, I do have another shape activity matching the shapes as well as the colors together. I'm not sure exactly what website I got this off of, but I will include a link in the description box below for this activity. And next we have colors. So with this activity, I usually point and say what color is each circle, or I have my son use these blocks to identify each color and match them. And if you can look at the orange color, when I printed this out, the yellow was really similar to the orange, so I used the crayon to color that one in so that it looked more orange. In addition to the blocks, you can also use those magnetic letters and numbers to identify them because those are colored. Mind you, I do not have anything that is black or white as it relates to toys. An activity that goes along with colors is the brown bear activity. I believe this one is also from Todd Schooling. Yes, it is. So he really, really loves this activity. So I basically say, brown bear, what do you see? And then whatever animal he picks up, that's the one I'll say. So if it's a frog, I'll say, I see a frog looking at me. And so on with this activity. Also, along with this, I usually try to play the book on YouTube or show something as it relates to brown bear. The next thing I have in here is body parts. So what I'll do is point to each item, and then on myself or on my son, I'll point those items out. So if it's an ear, I'll touch my ear or his ear. If it's eyes, I'll point and say, oh, you have 2 eyes, Brody. If it's a nose, I'll say that, and so on. So along with the body parts activity, what I do is take activities from other books and hole punch them into here if it relates. So that's what I did here. Next, we have big and small, being able to identify big items versus small items. So what I did was like snip tool images from prior pages and made a big and small image to put on this page. And then I'll show them with my hand or by saying it loud or small, like big or small. And then I'll just identify stuff with him, like, this is your hand, Brody. How many fingers do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Just talk to your child. Next, I have weather. So this is a good one because my son likes to look out the window. So there's a song on YouTube that goes like, how's the weather? How's the weather today? I'll include it in the description box, but having him able to identify the weather is a good thing. Next, I have a feelings chart. With this feelings chart, I want my son to be able to identify faces. So I'll point to something and then make the facial expression. I really don't think that it should be this far back in the book, so I'm going to go ahead and move it to the front somewhere. I think it should go somewhere around the About Me section. Like when I say, how's Brody feeling today? Once Brody's been able to identify himself, I should be able to ask him, how are you feeling today, Brody? Are you sad? Are you scared? Are you happy? And so on. So, and the last thing I have in this binder as it relates to my son is opposites. I do want to say that this binder is specific to my son and the things that I know that he needs to be working on as it relates to his speech delay and where his development is at the moment. So that is why I included the items that I included in my binder. Now, I did see some binders that had some stuff that was like the country or the continents. My son don't need to know that. It just makes no sense to know that right now. And that's basically it. That basically wraps up this video. This was a video basically showing you my toddler's learning binder, which is specific to him. Hopefully you were able to get something out of this video, whether that be the toys used or where to find the activities or different pages that you should include in your toddler learning binder. If this video was helpful to you in any way, please like it, as well as leave a comment. Let me know how this video has helped you or to ask any questions that you might have for me. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There is a playlist on the channel called Brody's Corner that will document his speech development as well as list different toddler activities that we do with our son. And again, thank you for tuning in.